Hi, welcome back to Valley's Country Cooking. This is a special episode we're doing today. It's for Memorial Day, where we are honoring our vets, the ones that have served and the ones that are now serving. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't probably be here doing what we do. We wouldn't have the freedom to do this. So thank you, vets. And so we're going to do a Memorial Day picnic type thing. And the first thing we're going to start out with is it's called stained glass Jello. I'm going to do it with red, white, and blue to carry out the red, white, and blue theme as our American flag. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to work with plain gelatin. So you need to let the gelatin bloom. What you do is you take a half a cup of cold water and you just put it in a container. And of course I'm doing glass so you guys can get a good picture of this. And you add 2 packages of plain gelatin. Just stir it up a little bit just to get that in there, and then we're going to let that set. And this here is actually going to be the white part of the red, white, and blue. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and make blue Jello, which I've already done and put in the fridge now. And now we're going to do the red, and it's basically anybody can do Jello, so this is easy. It's 2 packages of your red Jello, and then we need 2 cups of hot boiling water. And we're going to just dissolve that, and that's all there is to doing the Jello. We don't add the cold water because we want this to set thicker, so it's almost like the Jello jigglers. Just make sure you get it all dissolved. You want your Jello to be fairly thick so that you can see it in the red, white, and blue Jello. So we're using an 8x8 square pan. And pretty simple here. All you have to do is this and pour it in, and there you go. So that's that. Next part that we're going to do is, this is done blooming here. We're going to go ahead and mix up this part of it because this here is also got boiling water in it, and it needs to cool before we can add it to the Jello. Otherwise we're going to have melted Jello. So I'm going to get my water going again. I'll be right back. Okay, now that the gelatin has bloomed, see how it's gotten thick and whatever? That's what they call blooming. We're going to just stir this up and get it out of here. And then we're going to have to add 1.5 cups of boiling water to this to dissolve the gelatin. So we will just... I am using 1/2 cup, people. I'm not using a full cup, so I am counting right. Okay, we got that. And then you just go ahead and stir this and dissolve it. And once that's dissolved, we're going to add 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. It's the 14 ounce. Just go ahead and pour that in there. This here is what makes it for people that are on a diet. Just kidding. Okay, we're going to blend that in so it's like this, and now we've got the white part. So we've got the white, the red and the blue are in the refrigerator chilling. We'll let this cool, and pretty soon we'll put it all together and we'll go from there. That's the end of our Jello part for this part anyway. I'm going to clean up this little mess and come back, and then we'll start on our potato salad. Everybody loves potato salad, especially at picnics. Be right back.
Don't miss this hot offer from Valley to kick off your summer. Sign up for Video TV this month and receive free installation plus HD and DVR free for 1 month. Call Valley at 437-2615 to find out how you can take advantage of this great offer.
Now that we've got our Jellos in the fridge chilling and getting thick and stuff, we're going to move on to our potato salad. And the recipe is on the Valley homepage. This is a really good potato salad. It's nice and creamy and fattening. But around here in this area, all of you viewers out here, I know you like that type of stuff. It's that type of community. So anyway, 5 pounds potatoes, cooked and diced, and I did that already, so they're ready to go. We have 8 hard-boiled eggs, and I'm actually going to just cut them in half and then slice them because I like to see my eggs. So we're just going to do that. I am going to leave one of them just for some garnish on the top after we're done here. So this doesn't take too long to get that going. We'll get this mixed up and get this chilling too before we start our picnic part or go outside here and do our grilling. Maybe some of you people are planning on a Memorial Day parade someplace. Maybe your school's putting on a program. Maybe there's a potluck, or maybe you're just having friends and family out to start off the summer, you know, with Memorial Day. And like I said, we absolutely need to thank our veterans for the service that they're doing now and the service they've done for us in the past. So the last one I'm just slicing, and we're going to leave it set here for right now. So we're going to add that stuff together, and we need half a cup of celery, you can dice your celery however you like it. I've gotten better with it. My kids are learning to eat better. If you have little kids or maybe even a husband that doesn't like chunks of celery or onion and stuff like that, you need to have that in this salad in order for it to give flavor. You can put your onion and celery in your blender, add a little bit of milk to it, and turn it on and puree it. Pour it in that way. It gives it the onion celery flavor, and they don't even know it's in there. So this is the base, just the onion, celery, eggs, and potatoes. You want to mix that up. You don't want to go too hard on it because you don't want to break your eggs. Then we need to mix the dressing to go on top. So this here we're just going to set off to the side for right now. Now for your dressing to go over the top, you're going to need 1.5 cups of salad dressing. Miracle Whip, mayonnaise, whichever you prefer is fine. And we're just going to get this in here. Yep, dog's barking at me. There's 3/4 of a cup. And there's another 3/4 of a cup. You may have to add a little bit more or less. It just depends on how much waste you had from your potatoes when, you know, you cooked them and peeled them. Maybe there was bad spots in it and stuff. But this here is just kind of the basic to get you going. You can add, you know, pour it on and make it as runny as or thin as you want or whatever. Then after that, you need 1/3 of a cup of heavy cream. The heavier the better. One-4 cup sugar. 2 tablespoons of vinegar. And I always use the white vinegar. I don't know why. I think I like the white vinegar better than the apple cider. So 2 tablespoons of that. 2 tablespoons of prepared mustard. I'm not going to measure it out. I'm just going to give it a good squirt. It looks like 1. And that's going to be 2 because we're out. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And I know it sounds like a lot, but when you are actually working with potatoes and eggs, you need that to give it some flavor. And then you want pepper to taste. And I figure at least 1/2 teaspoon of pepper should be good. You can always add more. You can't take out. So then once you get this all in your bowl, all you have to do is whisk it up and thin it out. And you want to just mix it real well. And if you think it looks too thick, you want to go ahead and add more cream if you want. And I think I'm going to add just a little bit more cream. The more cream, the better it tastes anyway. Yeah, I like the way this part looks better. There we go. Just blend it all real well. Then bring your potato and egg mixture back over here. And start with a little bit. Like I said, you can always add more to it. You don't want it to be too overpowering. Some people think too much dressing on a potato salad might not be their favorite. And they'll tell you that, but that's okay. Everybody's got opinions. I think that looks pretty good. So we'll need to have a taste. I have somebody here that's kind of been watching me. I'm going to have her come have a taste too and help me see if it tastes the way that it should. Kelly's my critic.
Mmm. Delicious.
Yep, that's the way it's supposed to taste. We're gonna put this in the bowl. Go ahead and smooth it out. Look at that. I have the right size bowl. Just fits. So that means I can't eat anymore. Then we're gonna go ahead and take the last of our hard-boiled egg, and we're just gonna lay it on top for our garnish. My youngest son is gonna come in here and pick the eggs off, move them off to the side because he doesn't like it, but I do, so I'll eat his. We're gonna wrap this up, put it in the fridge until we get ready for our inside-out cheeseburgers, which we'll be right back to show you how to do that.
Valley Wireless is back and better than ever. Join the nation's most reliable network and take advantage of our special promotions on now. Sign up for Valley Wireless and get your Valley internet service for just $29.99 per month, or choose HD DVR for just $6.99 per month. Add a Wi-Fi tablet for just $10 more per month, plus receive 3 months of free wireless service. Many other special offers are available. To learn more about Valley Wireless, call 437-2615.
Okay, now that our Jell-O is all set up, we're gonna put it together one more time. And you know what? I would actually do this the day before so that it's ready when you guys are ready for your picnic or your barbecue, potluck, whatever. So all I did was I cut them in little squares, and we're just gonna throw those in the pan like this. And it can go random. It doesn't have to be any certain way, because when you cut the final product, they're all gonna be mixed. So just throw those in your pan. You do want to spread it out so you don't have a lot of the white come through. And the same with the red. And then just mix them together in the pan. So you got something that looks like this. Then we're going to take the mixture that we let, the gelatin with the condensed milk that we let cool, and it's cool now, it's just about the right temp. We're just going to pour that over the top of it. And spread it around so you get the white that covers the red and blue. Okay, so then see, this is what you have, and we're just going to put this in the fridge to set up until we're ready for the picnic. I'll be right back.
Valley Telecommunications, the home team advantage.
This is the team you want on your side.
Taking you to the future with hometown pride.
Broadband, TV, phone services too.
Bringing the latest technology home to you. Valley Telecommunications, the home team advantage.
Now that the Jell-O's been chilled, I said I'd be back in a minute, it's been a while. This is what you're going to end up with. And you can cut it in squares if you want to get fancy, being it's Memorial Day, 4th of July, whatever. Christmas, you can do it red and green and do Christmas shapes. Easter, pastel colors, you know, whatever. Make your own Jell-O, the colors you want. We're going to do a few stars here. And I'm just using the metal cookie cutter because it's deep enough to go all the way through the Jell-O. I like doing fun things like this, and of course with grandkids like I've got, the more shapes and colors and sizes they appreciate more, so they'll enjoy this. They'll probably fight over who gets which star. Okay. And then you just want to loosen your edges so that you can get your Jell-O shapes out. If you cut it in squares, you can leave the spatula in there so your company can help themselves to squares, but we're just gonna take these cute little star shapes. This is what we have. We're just going to put them all in the bowl here. The other pieces you can cut into just chunks and put that in a separate bowl, and the kids can go for the stars and the adults can go for the mismatched cuts. And I need to have at least 6 for all 6 grandkids. If I'm one short, I'm in trouble. Even my big kids might fight over who's going to have a star. You could also do this with plain red and blue Jell-O all too, and then have your red, white, and blue in with your plain solid colors, and they'll stand out even more. But anyway, this is stained glass Jell-O for Memorial Days in honor of our veterans.
Valley Telecommunications, the home team advantage.
This is the team you want on your side.
Taking you to the future with hometown pride.
Broadband, TV, phone services too.
Bringing the latest technology home to you. Valley Telecommunications, the home team advantage.
Okay, the next thing we're going to do here now is we're going to get our burgers ready to put out on the grill, or if you want, you can do it on a foreman. I'm not going to go out and grill today because I'm inside cooking, so I'm going to show you how we can do this. But these are called inside-out cheeseburgers, and the easy way to do this is just make a real thin patty, and then you're going to take your cheese and you're going to fit it so it fits inside the burger. You might want to break it, cut it, whatever. Get your cheese in there, and then you're going to take a second patty and you're going to put it on top, and you're going to patty it together this way. So you're going to end up with a pretty thick looking burger, but it's going to shrink down when you put it wherever you're putting it, on the grill or on the foreman. So that's how we're going to do that. And I'm going to start with 3 here just to get these going till I know that the guys are in the yard and ready to eat. I'm getting hungry. There again, we're just patting the edges, pressing it to make sure that the burger stays shut. If you see any holes where your cheese poking out, you want to close them up, because that's part of the reason we're putting the cheese on the inside, is you don't have the mess. The cheese stays inside, it melts in the burger, not all over your grill or counter frying pan or whatever you're cooking your burger on. And we'll do one more here. Push that inside. You can do it with Swiss cheese or mozzarella too and make it like a pizza burger. Okay, my foreman's not quite ready yet. The light should be going off here in a second, so we'll season these up and maybe by then we'll be ready to go. I always put salt and pepper on to taste. Seasoning salt, you gotta have seasoning salt. When you're grilling, if you don't have a can of Lowry someplace, you need to go to the grocery store. There, my foreman is ready to go, so we will put these burgers on. And you want to make sure and season the other side too after you get them in here. These are some thick burgers. Normally it takes about 3 to 4 minutes for a burger, but I think we're going to let these go a little bit longer so that we make sure that they're cooked all the way through. And while these are cooking, we will start with our patriotic punch. Okay, now I did pour the red fruit juice in already. I'm a little bit ahead of myself here. But you want to put the juice in and make sure you got lots of ice so that you can pour onto ice so it doesn't blend. And then you slowly want to pour it on the ice and keep pouring real slow. And you know, if you have a wide mouth pitcher, this one is kind of a smaller pitcher. It's not a real good one to be doing this with. But if you had a big, like iced tea jug and stuff, you could actually take a sour cream container that's clean and freeze ice in it, and you're going to have a large chunk of ice. Then you're pouring right on top of that ice, and you don't have to worry about hitting an ice cube and blending. So you can kind of see it's red, the ice is white, the punch is blue, and they say to add Sprite, 7-Up, ginger ale, something to it. But being this is such a small pitcher, we're just going to leave it this way. So you can see the red, the white, and the blue. So here's our patriotic punch. Give them a can of 7-Up and tell them to add it themselves. Okay, now that we've got the patriotic punch done, and we have our Jell-O shapes done, our burgers are almost done. We are going to get everything here put together to get ready to serve this meal. Get our buns out. You know, I was telling you that your cheese stays inside your burger. If your guys' does, will you please call and tell me how you did it? Because mine doesn't. It's not a big mess, but you're gonna have some oozage or drippy, whatever you wanna call it, coming out. It's not a big deal, but it's still, the cheese is inside your burger, so that's why we're calling it the inside out burger. We got our buns here. I did have a recipe for homemade hamburger buns, but they ended up being more like a heavy roll, and I thought with all this other stuff, we don't need a heavy bun, especially in summertime. You want light, fluffy stuff. So we got the buns here. We're just gonna go ahead and put these on the plate. And I think these are just about done. So while I finish letting these cook up, I'm gonna run to the fridge and get the potato salad, and we'll get everything ready to carry outside. Be right back. Okay, we got the burgers done, the potato salad's done, the stained glass jello's done, and the patriotic punch. We're ready to go out and have our picnic. It looks so good. I think everybody's going to enjoy this Memorial Day. And again, thank you to our veterans for serving, giving us the freedom that we have. We so appreciate you, even though you may not hear us say it all the time. We truly do. Thanks for tuning in to Valley's Country Cookin'. We'll see you now in June. Take care. Bye.